morning. Nifty had a very volatile move last week. It broke some critical levels. It touched upon certain critical support areas as well, and there was a lot of zigzag move that we witnessed in Nifty in last week. Let me start with the up move that began from levels of 9,700. That was predominantly based on the fact that Nifty was forming higher high, higher low on daily charts, and as per Dow theory, we were expecting Nifty to touch levels of 10,330 to 10,380. That was seen happening. Not only that, Nifty crossed those levels and made a high of 10,550. Now, this was coinciding with the 61% retracement of the entire fall that we saw in Nifty from 12,400 odd levels to levels of 7,500. This was also near the resistance area, which was formed by joining the tops in Nifty on a very short term basis. There was also a bearish harmonic pattern being formed at those levels. So all of this culminated in the fact that Nifty might slip towards the level of 10,150. Nifty did move towards those levels. It made a low of 10,190, and from there on we saw Nifty bouncing from hourly channel support area. It moved towards the level of 10,400, and since then it has been yo-yoing between 10,300 on the lower end and 10,400 on the higher end. Going ahead, 10,300 is going to be the key support area. It will be retesting the breakout area. Once it gives a close below 10,300, the next levels to watch out for would be 10,150 to 10,170. And below 10,150, we can see Nifty pressure being mounted and can even head towards the level of 10,000. On the other hand, 10,550 still remains a very critical area because the bearish harmonic pattern, the 61% retracement we talked about, that will continue to act as a major hurdle. Bank Nifty was even more volatile. We saw Bank Nifty giving a fake breakout upon levels of 22,000. It moved towards the level of 22,300, maybe a little higher. And from there on, we saw a good correction towards the level of 21,300, 21,350. We saw a bounce similar in the lines of Nifty. It also took support from rising channel area and moved towards the level of 21,600, 21,700. On a very immediate basis, 21,700 will be the key resistance area. That is based on the Kijun, the flat Kijun on the hourly charts, that is expected to add as a strong hurdle area. Also, the immediate support would be 21,300. If this is breached, Bank Nifty can go towards the level of 20,800 to 21,000. If you see last few weeks, Nifty and Bank Nifty, especially Nifty, has been taking strong cues from the global markets, especially if you talk about Dow and S&P 500. If you see charts of Dow Jones and S&P 500, they were also trading in rising channel on hourly charts. We have seen that Dow Jones is near the channel support area. The support, crucial support, the critical support to speak of would be around levels of 24,600. For S&P 500, it has given a breakdown below the rising channel support area. However, the previous strong support from where we saw a very strong bounce coming on a immediate basis, that would be around levels of 2950. So a close below 2950 would mean significant pressure can be seen in S&P 500. This is important for the reason that once we see good pressure coming in the US markets, that generally translates to equivalent amount of pressure that we see in the domestic indices as well. So that becomes very important for us to monitor how the global markets are performing. There's a lot of geopolitical tensions around. There's a lot of global volatility to speak of, and that is the reason why one needs to keep a brief of all of these factors. The question that comes to the mind, now that we have talked about Nifty, we have talked about Bank Nifty, the critical levels of both, we also talked about the global markets. Now let us talk about the sectors sector that is looking interesting. So in my opinion, the sector that is looking quite interesting is Nifty FMCG. If you see the daily charts, the index has given a breakout from falling trend line, and I'm probably talking about the Heikin-Ashi candles, not the regular candles. The reason why I'm selecting Heikin-Ashi candles is because it gives you a higher degree of confidence if the breakouts are for real or if there's a fake breakout. So, like I mentioned about Bank Nifty, where it gave a breakout about 22,000 only to come back quite strong. Such kind of scenario can be avoided if you use Heikin-Ashi candles because they give the average of last couple of trading sessions. So that is more relevant, that is more convincing for me. And on that particular candles, we can see that there has been a breakout. It has sustained so far. Momentum is good. However, there's a very strong hurdle at the area of 30,250, 30,300, and in the medium term that has been acting as a strong deterrent. So once the index gives a close about 30,300, we can expect the index to move towards the level of 31,300 to 32,000. That can be a very strong push, and it has been trading above the 200 DMA. So in all likelihood, if this level is sustained, we can see some more sparks coming in the space, and major heavyweights like HUL and TC can also be on the radar. But for now, I would say let it give a close above levels of 30,300, then we can see some strong gains coming ahead. That would be from our side. You can follow us on Twitter. The description, the link would be available in the bio. You can also join our Telegram channel. The link for that will also be shared along with this video. You can join the Telegram channel for more updates on stocks, markets, market commentary. We share a lot of charts, a lot of learning, all for free. So I hope you join the Telegram channel as soon as possible, and we have much more and many interactions going ahead. Thank you.